Hey there fellow Pokemon fans, today we're back at taking on the awesomely fun Regulation H. And well, you know what we've got, that's the exact reason you clicked on the video. You want to see Swords Dance Charizard in action, as do I, and I've got a fun little moveset where we've got the Swords Dance to boost our attack, Substitute to be able to capitalise on certain situations, with Flare Blitz for that massive stab damage which can be boosted by our Terra Fire, in the case we need a power boost. Following that, we've also got Earthquake for some nice coverage, and finally, we've got the Salak Berry. This berry, if you didn't know, boosts a Pokemon's speed if it's in a pinch. In essence, when it gets to a low enough HP amount, right? And which we can sometimes force the activation with our substitutes, right? So it combos with that. And while we're on the subject, who's your favourite Pokemon of all time? Mine's Charizard if you didn't know. I'd love to hear about yours, so drop a comment below letting me know. And if you want to join me on my journey to reach 1,000 subscribers, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. And with that said, let's dive straight into the battles.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that
So my opponent's got a pretty interesting team. They've got like the Hisuian Samurott, the Goodra, the Gardevoir, the Superior, Lycanroc, that fairy Pokemon, I forgot what it was called. But anyways, let's go Dragapult, Overqwil and Charizard, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with, eh? So out comes the Superior. Interesting. So we've got a pretty alright lead with the Dragapult. I can just go for an immediate Thunder Wave, which is what I'm leading towards, right? We are naturally faster, so they might go for a Glare, but if we go for Thunder Wave as well, we'll be in an alright position, right? So come on, Dragapult, I believe in you. Okay, so we go for the Thunder Wave and we miss. Of course we do. Oh no. So, and there's the Glare. Oh my god, that's so annoying. That's so unfortunate, of course. So, I am just going to go for a Thunder Wave again. They might go for a Substitute, but we are Infiltrated, so we can just bypass that, right? Okay, so they are withdrawing, so we do potentially get to paralyze something else. Let's see who's coming in. Who's coming in? It is the Goodra. Okay, so I don't mind getting off a nice little paralysis off on this. So, yep, good job, Dragapult, buddy. Proud of you for paralyzing the Goodra. Okay, shiny Goodra as well. So, I do think preserving Dragapult could be good for the, the Superior. But maybe it's good to go into Overqwil now and set up some Toxic Spikes. Yeah, so I'm going to go into... Come on back, Dragapult. You've done fantastic. I'm going to go into my Overqwil and set up some Toxic Spikes. So, yep, come on, Overqwil, buddy. I don't know what this thing's going to go for. Maybe a Draco Meteor. Maybe it's a Draco Meteor. Let's find out. So, they are Terrestrializing. Maybe they are expecting me to go for a Dragon-type move, which is fair enough. And if they were Terra Fairy right now, that'd be even more hilarious, right? So, no, they're Terra Steel. So, that is fair enough, not to worry. Now let's see what they went for. Maybe it's a Draco Meteor, I'm not sure, but we're about to find out. So, oh, it's Rain Dance, so it's to be able to, okay, so it's going to be that bloody, hydration set. So, I'm going to go for the immediate Taunt, right? I feel like this thing's going to set up Iron Defense, but not on my watch. So, I'm going to go for that Taunt. Yeah, let's stop those Iron Defenses, right? Or Acid Armor, sorry, Acid Armor, right? So, let's see what it went for. What did it go for? Oh, Acid Spray. Interesting. So, okay, so it's time to get off the the Toxic Spikes immediately, right? So let's immediately go for that Toxic Spikes immediately. Here we go. Okay, so we fire off a round of Toxic Spikes, lovely jubbly, and maybe they're going for another Acid Spray. But I feel like at this point I just want to. Oh, so they got Surf. Interesting. So Overqwil barely takes that hit. So question is, should I? Okay, so I'm going to fire off a regular spike as well, just in case there's anything with Focus Sash in the back, right? So let's see how it goes. Okay, so we fire off one layer of regular spikes, and I assume they'll go for a Surf now and take us out. But let's find out. So, alright, so, oh, they just went for an Acid Spray, so Overqwil can tank it. Fantastic. So, I'm now thinking about going for a, what do I think I should go for, eh? What do I think I should go for? Oh, their Taunt now ends, which is interesting. So, I'm going to go for a Taunt. Let's do it. Just in case they've got something that I don't expect in the back, right? Just in case it's like a rest or something. Okay, so, yep, we get off the Taunt. There it is. So that bloody Goodra is going to be difficult to deal with, especially with it having Surf. My Charizard can't come in. I'm going to have to go into my Dragapult and I'm going to have to... oh, God. Okay, so the rain has stopped. So I'm going to have to go into my Dragapult, and I'm going to have to Thunder Wave this, right? And that's the only way I can see getting around this, but we're going to try our best. So let's go for the Thunder Wave. Here we go. Okay, so they are faster, which is interesting to see. So, come on, Dragapult, I need you to break through paralysis. And we fire off a Thunder Wave. Fantastic. So that's great to see. So that's exactly what we needed to see, right? So, now I'm wondering about going into Charizard. Do you know what? I'm going to Hex once. Let's see it. Okay, so Dragapult couldn't move because it was paralyzed. Damn, okay, so what's the final move? So there's just Acid Spray, so I guess it's a speed tie of sorts at the moment. So they're dropping my special defense to be able to, and they shook off the taunt. Oh boy, okay, so I'm going to go for that Hex just to see how much we can do. So, okay, so we don't miss up, we break through paralysis to timing, sorry, and we do barely any damage. And now it couldn't move because it was paralyzed. So, I'm thinking that it's in my best interest to go into Charizard now, right? And then I'm going to substitute and hope for a paralysis. Come on back, Dragapult, you've done fantastic. So hopefully if I don't go for a Surf now, I'm assuming it's going to be a Rain Dance. And if they go Rain Dance, I'll be in a pit. Okay, so they got another paralysis. Fantastic. That's exactly what we needed to see, right? That's exactly what we needed to see. So, yep, I'm going to go for a substitute. Here we go. Okay, so Charizard goes for the substitute. Come on, can we get cheeky and get a third paralysis? Come on, let's see it. Can we get a third paralysis? Okay, there's the Rain Dance. Okie dokie. So, now I'm going to Swords Dance. And then maybe I keep substituting until my berry activates, right? But in the meantime, I'm going for that Swords Dance. And then we also waste Rain Turns at the same time, right? So, yeah, my berry will be... My Salac Berry will help me get my speed up when I'm at a pinch, right? And then... depending on what they go for. So they are just going for the Surfs. I think if they haven't got priority in the back, Charizard might be able to clean up, but we'll find out, right? So Charizard now takes damage, the substitute fades, but we're going to go for a couple more turns now of going for the substitute to be able to activate our berry, right? So, yep, we go for a Surf, there it is, and yeah, we're going to have to go for one more substitute to be able to activate the berry, right? So, oh, so they just go for a rest, interesting. So, question is, do I have enough attack to be able to take this out, right? So I'm thinking that I need to go for a how many turns of rain are there? Let's have a check. So potentially 2, right? So I'm going to go for an Earthquake now to be able to do damage to this. I need the damage. So come on, Charizard. We should be able to 2-shot this, right? So let's go for that Earthquake. Come on, let's see the damage. Oh my god, Charizard 1-shots it, and we're still behind the sub. Charizard, buddy. Okay, so that is fantastic to see. Down goes the Goodra. Amazing. Okay, that Goodra was a bloody scary set. Okay, so who is coming in now? Who is that? That is the Serperior. Okay, so... and they get the poison, which is great to see. So now I'm wondering if I should go for they could have Lycanroc in the back, right? But then again, I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz because the recoil damage will bring me in a range to be able to activate my my Salac Berry, right? So, yep, they Terra Blast. It will break the sub. It will 100% break the sub. Oh, it didn't break the sub. Amazing. So, Charizard goes for the Flare Blitz. There it is. Okay, so, and we take out the Serperior. Amazing. Good job, Charizard, buddy. And we're still behind the sub. That is amazing. Oh, my God. Charizard, you boss. Okay, so, yep. Now that's going to activate our Salac Berry. Yep, there it is. And now we get a nice little speed boost. Just on the off chance, their final Pokemon is Lycanroc, right? And okay, so their final Pokemon is the... What is it? It's the Gardevoir. Interesting. So... we are just going to... so they take the Toxic Spikes, and then they're also going to take a regular layer of Spikes. And yeah, we're just going to go for the Flare Blitz and just knock this out. Amazing. Okay, so yep, thanks for reminding me that our Flare Blitz is Blaze boosted. So yeah, let's go for that Terrafire, Flare Blitz, finish for the show. Okay, let's do this. And the battle was cancelled. Amazing. Good job to my Pokemon. Love it.
Who's that Pokemon?
Okay, so my opponent's got a Gliscor, an Archelodon, Annihilate, Baxcalibur, Blood Moon, Ursaluna, and a Rotom Heat. So I'm going to lead off with Dragapult and bring in Sceptile and Charizard. Let's do this. Okay, so who's your first Pokemon, eh? So out comes the Annihilate. Okay, so what we want to do immediately is fire off that Will-O-Wisp and cripple this. Okie dokie. So maybe it's a Stealth Rock set, but getting the Will-O-Wisp off will be fantastic. Okay, so oh, they're a Choice Scarf Rock Tome set. How interesting. Anyways, getting off the Will-O-Wisp is fantastic here, and I am willing to take another Rock Tome just to be able to take this out, right? I know it lowers my speed to the point that I might need to switch Dragapult out on the next Pokemon, but it's good to take care of this, right? Because this will definitely be a problem for Charizard. So, yeah, I'm just going to go for another, or do I go for the Hex? Yeah, I'll go for the Hex. Let's do it. Okay, so they do just opt for the Rock Tomb. Okay, so now our speed is -2, so we're about 210-ish, right? So we get off the Hex, lovely jubbly, down goes the Annihilate, that's what we like to see. Good job, Dragapult, and the Annihilate goes down. Okay, so who's coming out? It's the Gliscor. So, does this thing have Protect? Interesting. So, I'm going to go into my Sceptile on whatever this thing wants to do, right? Protect, Toxic, whatever, or maybe even Substitute, and then I'm going to Shed Tail, right? So, yep, come on in, Sceptile, buddy. Okay, so Toxic Spikes. Oh boy, okay, so that's interesting. So, yep, there's its Toxic Heal. Interesting. So, what the heck do I want to switch into on this, I guess, eh? So, I think I'm going to Shed Tail, and I'll go into Charizard, right? So, let's see what they do. Oh boy, they're Terrestrializing. Okay, so, what are they Terrestrializing into is the question. We're about to find out. It is the Terra Steel. Okay, so, interesting. Not too sure what they're going for right now. Maybe they're just going for another layer of Toxic Spikes for all I know. So, anyway, Sceptile goes for the Shed Tail. I'm thinking that this is probably prime time to be able to go into Charizard, right? So we get off the Citrus Berry with Sceptile, allowing us to be able to Shed Tail again if we need to. So good job, Sceptile, buddy. And yeah, come on back. We have set up the decoy. Now, Charizard, you need to come on in. We've got a nice little decoy up there for you. So yep, come on in, Charizard. And let's see. I'm glad they went for the Toxic Spikes instead of, Stealth Rocks. So let's see what they went for. Protect, Substitute. They just went for another layer of Toxic Spikes. Fantastic. So I'm just going to Swords Dance now. I'm going to take advantage of my situation. So let's go for that Swords Dance and let's boost right up. So, yep, Charizard goes for the Swords Dance. Lovely jubbly. And yeah, what are they going for, I wonder? So they've got Toxic Spikes. They probably have Earthquake. Question is, do they have any other knockoff? Interesting. Does that break the sub? It does break the sub. Okay, fair enough. So I'm just going to keep substituting, right? I'm going to substitute again because I basically want to get back all of my health, right? Oh, but then I just realised I can't get a speed boost through the... if I take more damage, I'm going to be able to... my Flare Blitz will kill me. So I guess I need to go for the Flare Blitz now and just take this out. So I'm going to go for that Flare Blitz. Here we go. Charizard, you've got this. Alright, Charizard goes for the Flare Blitz. Get him, buddy. Okay, and down goes the Gliscor. Good job, Charizard, buddy. So, I probably shouldn't have gone for that previous substitute. That's a misplay on my part. But it is what it is. Things happen in the heat at the moment. And good job, Charizard, for taking out the Gliscor regardless. So, who is their final Pokemon, right? Let's see. Who is their final Pokemon? So, here it comes. What is it? It's the Baxcalibur. Interesting. So, I could Terra Fire and Flare Blitz, to be honest. Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? Yeah, I'm going for the Terra Fire. I'm going to Flare Blitz. Let's do this. Come on, Charizard, I believe in you. By turning into Terra Fire, we also resist now the Ice Shard. Previously, it would have been neutral because of the Flying type, but now because of the Terra Fire, we'll resist it if they go for Ice Shard. Now, Charizard, with your lovely Fire Chandelier crown carefully balanced on top of your head, go for that Flare Blitz and knock... Okay, Charizard goes for the Flare Blitz. +2 Terra Fire. This is definitely going to knock it out. Get him, Charizard. Okay, and down goes the Baxcalibur. Fantastic. Swords Dance, Charizard does it. I love it. Good game to my opponent and good job to my Pokemon. What a bloody game. Okay, so Charizard goes down to the recoil. Fair enough. It is what it is. Take a good long rest, buddy. You've done fantastic. And yeah, good games.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Primate!
Okay, so my opponent's got a Rillaboom, Goldengo, Sneasler, Gliscor, Dragapult, and Blood Moon Ursaluna. So I'm leading off with Dragapult, and I've got my Sceptile and my Charizard. Let's do this. Okay, so who's your first Pokemon, eh? So who's coming out? It is the Gliscor. Okay, so question is, do we think this thing is going to protect now or toxic? Either way, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp this just on the off chance that they don't protect, right? Okay, so they don't protect, so we get off the Will-O-Wisp. Fantastic. Great job, Dragapult, for poison for burning the Gliscor. Now, no more toxic heal for them. And what are they going for? Toxic? Oh, they just went for a knockoff. Fair enough. But Dragapult takes it like a boss after their burn, right? So that's great to see. So now I'm going to go for a Hex, and let's get off some big damage off on this. So, okay, so that's so great to see. I love getting off burns on Gliscors before they get poisoned. Okay, so Dragapult goes for the Hex. Let's see how much damage it does. And, oh, it almost one-shots. Okay, so, oh, they're going for Toxic Spikes. Interesting. So it doesn't affect Charizard, and it doesn't really affect Sceptile on the off chance we're just going in for a Shed Tail or something, right? So we'll just proceed to go for another Hex and take this out. So yep, let's go for it. Dragapult, you've got this. Okay, so Dragapult goes for the Hex and takes out the Gliscor. Fantastic. Good job, Dragapult, buddy. Down goes an annoying threat. It's annoying that there's one layer of Toxic Spikes, but it's better than Stealth Rocks 100%. So yep, good job, Dragapult. And let's see who they go into next. Who is that going to be? It is the Rillaboom. Interesting. So I don't see why I don't just go for another Will-O-Wisp, to be honest. So yeah, alright, Dragapult, let's go for that Will-O-Wisp and let's cripple this. What are they going to go for? Grassy Glide? Oh, Choice Scarf Woodhammer. Oh my god, Dragapult, hold on. Dragapult holds on. Okay, don't you dare. Don't miss the Will-O-Wisp, buddy. Come on, don't miss the Will-O-Wisp. Oh, we missed the Will-O-Wisp. Okay, so that's rather unfortunate. Damn. So, question is, who do I go into now? They've just revealed their Choice Scarf, right? So I'm going to go into Sceptile, and then I'm going to be able to set up my Shed Tail, right? So come on back, Dragapult, you've done fantastic. I'm pretty sure the fact that Sceptile resists the Woodhammer, and that we've got Citrus Berry, that we'll be able to get back into a sizable amount, right? So Sceptile does get poisoned, unfortunately, but I'm confident that we'll still be at a good sizable amount of health, right? So let's see the Woodhammer damage, and Sceptile, oh my god, that still does a huge chunk, right? Damn, okay, so that's kind of scary. So here comes the Citrus Berry. Now the question is, does Sceptile have enough after the poison? Oh boy. It does. Okay, so there is that. Half of our health is 73. And we're at 67. Oh no, that worked out really badly, unfortunately. So I'm just going to have to go for the Dragon Pulse and get off of... No, they're going to take us out. Of course they are. Okay, so Sceptile goes for the Dragon Pulse. Our Unburden did double our speed, so there is that. We do some nice chip damage, and then they're going to take us out with the Woodhammer. Damn, that's a chunky, that's a beefy Rillaboom. Maybe it's Adamant Choice Scarf, right? So yep, they get hit by the recoil. Then they'll get a bit of recovery from their terrain. So yeah, I'm going into Charizard, and I'm going to Substitute. It's the best thing, really, to be honest. If they stay in, we quad resist it, right? So let's go for that Substitute. Okay, so they just opt to stay in. So let's see how much we take from the Woodhammer. We take a good sizable amount, to be honest. So now that I'm in a Substitute, we go from... Okay, so I think Substitute does 38 damage, or was it 36? I'm not too sure. But let's go for the Swords Dance so we can get a boost. Okay, so they do just end up going for another Woodhammer. And does it break the sub? I'm not too sure. Does it break the sub? We're about to find out. It does break the sub. Okay. So, question is, do I go for another Swords Dance now, knowing I can take the hit, activate my Salak Berry, and then go for an Earthquake, right? Maybe that's my best play. Yeah, okay. So, okay. So, I'm going to go for... Swords Dance now. Okay, so they just go for a Woodhammer. It'll do even less damage. So, alright, so... Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't bring me down into a good enough... Oh, it does. Thank God for that. I was worried the Salak Berry wouldn't activate then. But we get a speed boost. So we now definitely outspeed this Rillaboom, right? So we go for the Swords Dance. Lovely jubbly. And I'm pretty sure a +3 Earthquake can knock this out, right? So... let's go for that +3 Earthquake. Oh god, I'm worried it's not going to take it out. It's got to take it out, hasn't it? Do you know what? I'm going for the Flare Blitz. Let's do it. I'm pretty sure that there's enough damage. We'll be able to live the recoil. Sorry. So, all right. Good job, Charizard, for knocking out the Rillaboom. That was one bloody scary Rillaboom, right? It ran right through my team. So, Alright, tell me we do live the recoil. Thank God for that. Good job, Charizard, buddy. Now, it all depends on who their final Pokemon is. We are +1 in our attack, and we're +3 in our attack. So, who's their final Pokemon? It's the Sneasler. Oh, boy. Okay, so... is this thing fake out? Gosh, that's kind of scary, to be honest. They haven't terrestrialized yet, so... I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz, and it's my best option, isn't it? Let's go for the Flare Blitz. I don't know what else to do. So, okay, we are faster. Fantastic. Get him, Charizard. And does it take it out? It takes it out. Charizard, you absolute boss. Oh, my God. Charizard reverses the situation. You'll love to see it. Swords Dance, Salak Berry, Charizard. Charizard goes down to the recoil, unfortunately. Thank you for your assistance, buddy. Thanks to the rest of my team, and good game to my opponent. What a game. Well, you've all just seen it. Sword Dance Charizard is still able to come in and obliterate our opponents. We also got to see moments in which the Salak Berry came in handy. Fantastic stuff. And with that, if you enjoyed watching Charizard destroying our opponents, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to drop a comment letting me know who's your favourite Pokemon of all time. And with all that said, there should be a couple of videos popping up right about now that YouTube thinks you'll love, so why not give one of them a try after this? Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and have a fantastic day. Cheers!
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that I